Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's been the stuff of science fiction for decades, but is now becoming a tangible reality: colonizing Mars. How close are we to making Mars our second home? How will this monumental leap affect human civilization? And what could life on the red planet actually look like? Buckle up, because we're about to embark on a journey to Mars. Let's start by addressing the big question: how close are we to actually colonizing Mars? In the last few decades, we've seen incredible advancements in space exploration. NASA, SpaceX, and other private space companies have made headlines with their ambitious plans. But what's the real status? SpaceX, led by the visionary Elon Musk, is perhaps the most talked about player in this race. Musk has been vocal about his goal to send humans to Mars by the mid-2020s. The Starship rocket, designed to carry up to 100 people to Mars in one go, has already undergone multiple test flights. While we're still in the testing phase, the progress is promising. Now you might be wondering, why Mars? Why not just focus on fixing Earth's problems? It's a valid question. So let's dive into why colonizing Mars is so important for the future of humanity. First and foremost, it's about survival. Earth is our home, but it's also vulnerable. Natural disasters, climate change, pandemics, and even the threat of nuclear war. These are just some of the existential risks we face. Colonizing Mars would serve as a sort of insurance policy for the human race, ensuring our survival, even if something catastrophic were to happen on Earth. But beyond survival, colonizing Mars is a natural next step in human evolution. Just as our ancestors migrated out of Africa to explore and settle new lands, we too are explorers at heart. Mars represents the next frontier, a place where we can push the boundaries of science, technology, and human potential. There's also the scientific perspective. Mars is a treasure trove of information. By studying Mars, we can learn more about the history of our solar system, the potential for life on other planets, and even the origins of life on Earth. In essence, Mars could help us answer some of the biggest questions in science. Moreover, the economic and technological impacts of colonizing Mars could be enormous. The challenges we face in creating a self-sustaining colony will drive innovation in fields like renewable energy, robotics, artificial intelligence, and biotechnology. So, what does this all mean for human civilization? Let's imagine the broader implications of establishing a permanent human presence on Mars. First, we have to consider the cultural impact. Mars colonists will be pioneers, much like the early settlers of America or the explorers who first ventured into space. They'll be shaping a new society from the ground up, with the opportunity to rethink how we live, govern, and interact with one another. But with this new society comes new challenges. For instance, how will laws be enforced on Mars? Will Martian colonies operate under Earth laws, or will they develop their own legal systems? How will we address issues of ownership, resources, and potential conflicts between different colonies? Another interesting aspect is the potential for a new Martian culture to develop. Imagine the art, music, and literature that will emerge from a society living under a different sky, with different challenges and perspectives. The Martian environment could inspire entirely new forms of creativity. Then there's the economic impact. Mars could become a hub for space-based industries, such as mining asteroids for rare minerals, producing materials in low gravity, or even serving as a gateway for missions deeper into the solar system. This could lead to a space economy that dwarfs anything we've seen on Earth. And let's not forget the psychological impact. Living on Mars will require a new mindset, one that's resilient, adaptable, and prepared for isolation. The mental health challenges of living millions of miles away from Earth will be significant, and addressing them will be crucial for the success of any colony. All right. Let's get to the part everyone's curious about. What will daily life on Mars actually look like? First, let's talk about the environment. Mars is a harsh place. The average temperature is around -80 degrees Fahrenheit, and the atmosphere is so thin that it offers little protection from solar radiation. Plus, there's almost no breathable oxygen. So, living on Mars will require us to build habitats that can protect us from these extreme conditions. One of the most popular concepts is building domed cities with controlled atmospheres. These domes could be made from materials like transparent aluminum or high-strength glass, allowing sunlight in while protecting against radiation. Another idea is to build underground, where the Martian soil known as regolith can provide natural protection against radiation. Inside these habitats, life will be a mix of familiar and new experiences. Gravity on Mars is only 38% of Earth's, which means everything from walking to lifting objects will feel different. People might find it easier to carry heavy loads or jump higher, but the long-term effects of low gravity on the human body are still unknown. Water will be another critical resource. While Mars has ice, extracting and purifying it will be a complex process. We'll need to develop efficient systems for water recycling and storage. Every drop will be precious, not just for drinking, but also for growing food. Speaking of food, agriculture on Mars will be unlike anything on Earth. We'll need to grow crops in controlled environments, using hydroponics or aeroponics. Scientists are already working on genetically modifying plants to thrive in Martian soil. Imagine Martian potatoes, just like in the movie The Martian. But seriously, creating a sustainable food supply will be one of the biggest challenges for the colony. Now let's talk about social life. Living on Mars will be incredibly isolating, with limited communication with Earth due to the distance. But humans are social creatures, and building a sense of community will be vital. Virtual reality could play a huge role in keeping people connected, both with each other on Mars and with loved ones back on Earth. Education and work will also look different. Children born on Mars, yes, future Martians, will learn in ways that are adapted to their environment. They might study in virtual classrooms with teachers and students from both Mars and Earth. And work will likely focus on maintaining the colony, scientific research, and exploring the planet. Imagine being a Martian geologist, studying the history of Mars firsthand. Recreation will be crucial for mental health. Whether it's sports adapted to low gravity, virtual reality experiences, or even exploring the Martian surface in rovers, leisure time will help colonists stay sane and happy. And who knows, we might see the first Martian sports leagues. So what's next after Mars? If we succeed in establishing a colony there, it could open up the entire solar system for exploration. Mars might just be the first step in a much larger journey. Imagine a network of colonies throughout the solar system, each serving as a base for further exploration. From Mars, we could reach the asteroid belt, the moons of Jupiter and Saturn, and maybe even beyond. The idea of interstellar travel might sound far-fetched now, but once we're established on Mars, it becomes a bit more feasible. But with this expansion comes responsibility. We'll need to consider the ethical implications of colonizing other worlds. How do we ensure that we're not damaging the ecosystems, if they exist, on these planets? What rights do future generations have, both on Earth and on Mars? These are questions we'll need to answer as we move forward. Ultimately, the colonization of Mars could mark the beginning of a new era for humanity, one where we're no longer confined to a single planet, but a species that thrives across the solar system. It's a future filled with challenges, but also incredible opportunities. So, what do you think? Are you excited about the possibility of living on Mars, or does it seem like a distant dream? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into the future of humanity, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep looking up because the future is out there, just waiting to be explored.